Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial and kind of an experiment. So a lot of us can get 2 manicures and a pedicure out of one set of Color Street nails. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to apply them, but not just that, but also these are Venetian Velvet, and I accidentally left them open, so I didn't reseal them. So like Color Street is a one-time application only. That is what they guarantee, is a one-time application. So if you open your package and they for some reason don't stick, etc., you can email them and they will send you a replacement right away. However, since a lot of us can get more than just one application, it's important for us to see if we can keep them in good condition for the next application. So these have been left open for about a month. So they haven't been outside the package, they have been in the package, but it hasn't been sealed. The best way I've been told to seal a package, and I have done it so far, is use a flat iron. So you put all the nail strips back in. Sometimes you have to split them, down the middle or whatever, like this, so that they all fit, and then reseal this section with a flat iron. So I forgot to do that with these, but I'm going to try and see what I can do in order to make them work, and see if it does work. And if it doesn't, then we will know. So I have prepped my nails. I have done everything I need to do except for the nail prep pad. I actually forgot to do that for this one, so we'll see what happens. So I have given myself a manicure. I have cut my nails. I've shaped them. I've pushed back my cuticles. I've washed my hands. So right now I'm going to use the nail prep pad that comes in your kits, that comes in every single set. And I'm going to do the pads on my fingers as well as my nail beds. Like I said, I've prepped my nails, made them as nice as possible before I apply Color Street. So I'm going to let them dry. So the best application is to start with your pinkies. And with one strip usually I can do 2 nails, which is how I get the best. So what you want to do is you want to avoid the cuticle line. However, when I am doing it and I'm using the same strip, a lot of people cut them in half. I haven't done that yet. I know a lot of people like that and that works for them. But I just use the same nail strip that I use on the previous nail. And yeah, you want to avoid the cuticle line, but it's okay if you get it a little on the cuticle line, because I will show you, it's not meant to adhere to skin, so it won't for very long. So what I do is I put it on, nail strip, smooth it down, make sure the edges are all down and smooth. Now these nail strips are a little drier, so I put them in front of a little space heater for a minute. I've been told that if heating them up helps them stick a little bit longer, but we'll see if they last the evening and into tomorrow. So I've smoothed this down, I've gone over the edge of my nail, and now I'm going to use my thumbnail and cut the nail strip off. You can also use a nail file, but I find that I like to use my thumbnail. It works best for me. So here we are. So we have this little guy on there. Now he's not beautiful because I still have all this excess. What I do is I take a cuticle pusher. If I can find mine. Yep. I take a cuticle pusher. You see. And I just go around the edge here. And I basically make cut. And this is easiest to do on yourself, obviously, because you know when it's gone through the polish strip and then before it gets to your skin. So, you know how to, and when it will hurt, and when it won't. So I cut it and I lift it away. So that's how I make clean up my nails after I put them on. And so I was able to use one strip for both of these nails. What I might do afterward is like put them in front of the heater again and kind of just press down again. I don't know. We'll see. Curve them around the edge of your nail, the end of your nail, if you can, because since they are nail polish and they are 95% dry, they will shrink a little bit after you apply them because they're drying. So one of the best things you can do is leave a little tiny extra on the side. So a lot of people, like the next day or the next couple days, will be like, the ends are wearing off already. They're actually not wearing off. What's happening is that it shrunk a percentage. It shrunk like 5%, because it's 95% dry. And then you're getting, you're seeing the edge of your nail. So if you could leave a little bit wrapped around, if it doesn't drive you insane, that's the best course of action, because then the next day you can file any excess that might have happened. But if you fit it perfectly to your nail the day of, you'll get that shrinkage, and that's why they don't look perfect the next day, is because they have shrunk. But that is that's normal, and that's part of the process. So okay, so I've got 2 nails going on, so I'm going to continue on. Might heat them up a little bit in my hand, just a little bit. So normally you don't want them to be too hot or too cold. Too cold, they're brittle. Too hot, they rip easily. But since these are a little, we'll say, drier, I'm going to heat them up a little tiny bit. So then you want to, choose a nail strip and then find which end fits your nail best. You do want to work from your pinkies to your thumbs because you use your thumbs a ton. This almost fits, but it's not great. So I'm going to go up a level. I personally would like a little extra rather than a little less. A little, like too little, because I do this cuticle pusher to trim the excess. So you peel the top layer, the clear plastic layer, you clear the back. Now, after the white part has been cleared, this is the sticky part. This is what goes against your nail. They're easiest to manipulate from the middle. You take off the little tab at the end, and then you have your nail strip. I chose this side for my nail. You guys see, I can back up a little bit. And I'm going to butt it up against the cuticle line and gently lay it down. If you, for some reason, it's not perfectly aligned. See, I can see some of my nail on this side, and there's going to be a little excess on the other. So I will gently pull that up, move it over a tad. You can do that. That's what is the beauty. One of the wonderful things about Color Street is that you can reposition. Okay, so then I just move from the cuticle line to the edge, cuticle line to the edge, smoothing, smoothing, smoothing. My husband's about to come in the house with the dog, so I apologize for any noise that's about to occur. Smoothing, smoothing, smoothing. I'm going to take my thumbnail. I'm going to cut, but not perfectly against the edge. I'm going to cut a little tiny bit down so that it wraps around my nail a little tiny bit. And I want to save this nail strip. I'm showing you how I would apply like a brand new set of nail strips, so that you can get the most out of your sets. But Here you go. So then you push this down. Push, push, push. I wrap it around my nail. Wrap it around my nail. Just a little tiny bit. And if you can stand it, hi buddy. If you can stand it, you should leave that little tiny bit wrapped around your nail. So that, to allow for the shrinkage. So I'm just cleaning up the edges here. I tend to not see any shrinkage left to right, but just the lengthwise, just so you know. So you can have them form to the sides of your nails pretty nicely, and have that look perfect. So it looks perfect. It's driving me a little crazy because I have wrapped, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have wrapped it a little bit around here. But in the morning, if I can stand it, or as long as you can stand it, like half an hour, 20 minutes, I recommend at least half an hour. And then just take your nail file, and then in the morning just gently nail file down, and that'll get rid of any excess that you may have. So here I have the rest of this nail strip. I'm gonna touch it a little bit more to like warm it up. See how it's getting a little more elastic? And then I'm going to put it, we'll see if this edge actually fits. Yep, it looks pretty good. Okay. You reposition. Like I said, that's the beautiful thing about Color Street. You put it down wrong, just lift it back up. So these are working pretty good. I can tell that they're not as wet as like when you freshly open the package. Once again, Color Street only guarantees them the first time you put them on. But if you want to try and save them, the best way possible is to put all of the remaining nail strips that you have back in the package and then seal it with a hair straightener. If you don't have a hair straightener, an iron works as well, but I would put a barrier between the package and the iron, just in case, because the iron gets hotter than a hair straightener. Well, at least it gets hotter than mine. You may also put a barrier between the hair straightener and the package, just in case. Wax paper works really good. If you do in fact use a hair straightener to seal it, I am in no way responsible for any damage that happens to your nails or to the hair straightener. Just FYI. Okay, so here we are. Plugging away. So when the remaining package still had, so you get 16. So I still had, this one's kind of yucky. This one's probably not going to be worth anything. So I still had all of these plus 2. So I had 10. And so I've used 2 so far. So that's why we want to reuse them, like we have tons left over. We don't want to have that go to waste. So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, this is how you do it. This is how I do it. It doesn't take too long. It takes longer when you're trying to explain things, etc. But that one might be too big. Is this the same thing? Nope, I think it's a little smaller. So, yep, this is how you do it. You just peel that layer, peel the back layer, expose the nail, the sticky part of the nail side. So just so everybody is reminded, Color Street is a 100% nail polish. There is no plastic or vinyl. There's no heating or tools necessary to apply. As you can tell, all I'm using are my fingernails, and I like to use a cuticle pusher to trim up, but no special tools. I know other nail strips have heating elements and you can get burns and etc. We're nothing like that. And since we are 100% nail polish, you can just take it off with nail polish remover. But because the glitters stay the best, they really do. And that's because if you have painted your nails with glitter nail polish, you know that glitter nail polish stays better anyway. I think it's just like the nature of glitter. It just like the bigger flakes kind of like adhere better. So I found that the best way to take it off is either with nail clips. I don't have any nail clips yet. I'm thinking about investing in some. Those are things that you put like you soak like a little cotton pad in nail polish remover, and then you put this little clippy over your nail, and it kind of just soaks it so that you can take it off, I guess, pretty quickly. I haven't done that. I've just done regular nail polish remover. But I know a lot of people who do that and who really like that. It's kind of like what they do when you go to the salon, but they just like soak your finger in nail polish remover. If you know what I'm talking about. So I just line this guy up. It's going to look terrible for a second, and then I'm going to fix it. This is how I reuse mine. Like I said earlier, you can cut it in half if you'd rather, but this works just fine for me. I do have a friend who was able to do 2 manicures and 2 pedicures, I think, or 3 manicures and a pedicure with one set. And she said that cutting it in half helped. That's how she was able to save it. And then she also, I think she said she sealed it with her hair straightener. So she had the same nail color on for like 2 months. Almost. So, but yep, as I was saying before about the nail clips, I know a lot of people like to use them. I know my mentor Morgan uses them. She posted a picture of her using them the other day. But I think that they're easier, especially with the glitter and especially the glitter design ones. For some reason, the glitter design ones really, 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 really stick on. So when you want to change your nails, they're kind of hard to get off. So I use like gel nail polish remover. So here I'm going to clean this up. I use gel nail polish remover. That works really well. I don't really need gel nail polish remover for the solids, but it does help with the glitters. Or you could use nail clips. Yep. And using the cuticle pusher here, like make sure that it is adhering to your whole nail bed. It's kind of like pushing, it's not only cutting away the excess that's on my skin, but it's also making sure that it's pushed down pretty well. So I hope you guys are enjoying Color Street. I'm really enjoying being a stylist. I think it's a lot of fun. It really helps me with my nails because it's hard to have nice nails because it's so expensive to go to a salon, and regular nail polish just doesn't really work for me. I can have the more expensive ones, the nice nail polishes that cost like $10, $11 a bottle, and they still will not last very long. I'll put a base coat, I'll put 2 coats on, and I'll put a top coat, and it'll take me an hour and a half to do my nails. Not lying, because I have to wait for all that stuff to dry. And I have, I guess, oily nail beds, so it takes a lot longer for things to dry, and they don't stick very well. So going to the salon is the best option until Color Street. But then, even then, like the dip powder and the gel would only last maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks before I had problems. So many problems that I would have to take it off. Like, I would get problems I'd say within a week. And that's $45. Whereas Color Street, this set is $11. This is the second time I'm using it. So, there you go. Like I said, this one's a Venetian Velvet. It's very pretty. It's a pretty red. It's pretty for fall. It's pretty for winter. It's a good little set just to have. It's classic. It's a classic nail polish color. It's a little more, it's a deeper red. It's not a super bright red. And I like that. So it can go for Christmas. It can go for fall. It can go for winter in general. Crazy weather we've been having here. It's nice, and then it's freezing. It's nice, and then it snows. So, yep, I'm just working this nail down. This nail strip down like this. Working it on the sides, making sure it's adhering to every part of my nail. And then I will cut it with my thumbnail. Once again, this is why you want to start with your pinkies. It's kind of like counterintuitive for all of us who've been polishing our nails. I always started with my thumbs when I polished them with liquid polish. But since you're going to use your thumbnail, it's best to start with the pinky. So I'll put him to the side for a second while I finish up my nail. And use him to push down. See, I don't really have a lot of edges on this one. I do a little bit on the cuticle line, so I will fix that in a second, but I want to make sure it's totally pushed down. I'm cleaning up here. So these cuticle pushers you can get anywhere. I just have these basic wooden ones. They have nice rubber ones. You can go on Amazon, or you can go even to the dollar store and get them. Or you can ask me and I can send you one from a kit, because I got quite a few of these little guys when I signed up to be a Color Street stylist. Let me know if you are really interested in Color Street, not just to buy, but maybe to, sorry, my cat's eating food, not just to buy, but maybe to host a party or to become a Color Street stylist as well. I can help you with all of those things. If you host a party, you can get lots of cool hostess rewards and free nails, etc. So here we are. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I am here for you. As always, Color Street is all solids. This is a solid. All solids, glitters. And this isn't fitting, so that's okay. I'll just use a different strip. All solids, glitters, and nail art designs are buy 3, get 1 free. So that's great for stocking stuffers or for a gift for the special people in your life. It could be for your mother, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, and one for you. Or for your sisters, or for a teacher, or just anybody in your life who you think would really enjoy it and you want to say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you in my life. Or Merry Christmas. Yep. So buy 3, get 1 free. And then all French manicures are buy 1, get 1. So with French manicures, it's basically 2 for $14. And then with the solids, glitters, and nail art designs, the most expensive, if you get all 13s, then you would only pay $39 for 4 of them. Plus tax, shipping, you know. But if you do one of my bulk orders, I've got some special deals on that. So, here we go. Trimming. Don't think this is gonna fit my thumb, so that one's gonna be bye-bye. Sorry if you guys can't see every little thing I'm doing, because obviously I'm touching it a lot. But here I go. Push it. So this is how I apply my color street. Let me know how you apply yours. You could take a video, a quick one, like if you just want to do one nail, and post it on my Facebook page, or you could take a picture of yourself applying color street, or you can list all the things that you use. If you have like a special thing that you like to use that helps you, like my cuticle pusher helps me. If you have a special thing that helps you, you can let me know, because that might be helpful to other people. But a lot of people are getting really nervous about color street because they're afraid it's going to, like they're not gonna be able to do it. It's so simple, you guys. It's so simple. I'm telling you, I'm doing it in front of you right now. And it is fun. It's easy. Oh, let me make sure. Yeah, that'll definitely fit. Just give it a shot. If you mess up, you can peel it back up and try again. It is seriously one of the easiest things I've ever done. One of my good friends, Ashley, I have a video where she comes on and talks about color street, but she was really nervous about applying color streets, and she bought some, and she asked to come over and have me just show her how to do it, like in person. And I did that. I showed her one time, and then she just flew through the rest of her nails. Like I didn't have to, she didn't ask me any questions after that. She just did it. And she's been applying color street ever since. This is what she wears now. And my sister-in-law is the same way. She is super fast at color street. I'm going a little slow because these are a little older, a little drier, and because I'm trying to show you guys everything I'm doing. So I am obviously right-handed. Only use this thumb. But see? Put them to the side. Use this flat edge. It's like a that. Use this. Push it down. Trim up a little bit. And I'll let you know how these stay on. Now, since Color Street only guarantees the first time application, and these have been out for a little while, I am not expecting great things. In fact, I'm just surprised that they're going on. You know, a lot of people have trouble even getting them on when they're dry. So if you see that you have accidentally left some out and you didn't seal them, you can try heating them up a little bit with either a hair dryer or a I used a heater, like a house heater, space heater, just in front of that for a couple of, like about a minute. I could have gone longer, but I was afraid. I don't want them to melt. So a little too pliable. So yeah, so this one's a little harder. It's a little drier. I'll let you know if these lift, because if they were too dry, then they won't permanently stick. But I'll let you know how this worked out. But it's still a good tutorial to show you how to apply Color Street. They're still going on. It's still making it work. We'll see. So sometimes my thumbs are a little bit longer, like my nail bed is a little bit longer, so sometimes I can't get two, but I can out of this one. Woohoo! Like just barely. It's like just at the edge. Woohoo! So yeah, and now because I have applied Color Street to this nail, and because it's a little finicky right now, I will not be cutting it with my thumbnail, even though that's like what I habitually want to do. But I will just curve it around the edge here, the pad of my thumb, and I'll go in here, press down. Cut, cut. The last thumbnail I think is always the most difficult because you shouldn't use your thumbnail that you've already put Color Street on, just in case, because it could like stick to itself and lift up a little bit. I've had that happen to my nails a few times, so I'm not cutting with it, I'm just like kind of pushing it under with my thumbnail. And obviously I'm being a perfectionist. I could just fly through it and be like blah blah blah, but I want you to see how I actually apply it and the detail I put to it. So even though I am at past 30 minutes showing you guys this, I probably do it within 30 minutes most of the time when they're not a little dry and when I'm not explaining how to do it. But for me, that's better time-wise than even liquid nail polish, because it takes me forever to apply liquid nail polish because of waiting for the dry time, and then I can't do anything, you know. So with Color Street, the best practices would be not to get your hands wet for about 30 minutes at least. If you could apply them at night and then go to bed and not have them get wet all night long, that's the best option. Just so they have time to fully cure. And yep, so here it is. It actually went a lot better than I expected, because I've never tried to put them on when they've dried out a little bit. So like I said, these were open for a whole month without being sealed. They have been applied. I will let you know how long they last. Hopefully they will last. Hopefully I was able to get a second use out of them. So here it is, Venetian Velvet. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Hope you guys have a great evening, and I appreciate you. Goodbye.